running backs. I got Jonathan Taylor at one. Um,
Yeah, me too.
if
You didn't
Derrick
put the
Henry,
king at
no,
number
no, 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 no,
one?
hold up. If Derrick
I
Henry
I have
stayed
my
healthy,
reasons.
if Derrick Henry stayed healthy and continued his production, he would obviously be number one again.
I actually disagree, but
Because Derrick
continue.
Henry, up until that point, although he did have way more carries than every other running back for like 3 weeks after he got injured too, unreal number. Like he would have had maybe if he kept up his production another 2K rushing year, and that is disgusting in itself. But I have Jonathan Taylor at one just because of
I thought we were
how he
like a lot of
produced.
this.
Keep
I
going.
thought it was like in a bubble, like completely healthy, playing all 18 games, no
Well,
injuries.
yeah,
I
because
thought it was.
it's for going into the next season.
Yeah,
So
that's my
Yeah.
thing. So that's
pretty
why I
much.
the picks I have are like the best of the best that I can think of. If like they were healthy and just based off of talent wise alone, like basically Madden, essentially, like playing on an ultimate team. That's sort of like where my judgment for my picks came from.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, Alex, who you got it to?
I have Derrick Henry at two.
Okay, I like it.
Very talented. Strong runner. Could have had 2,000 yard rushing seasons, but he got injured. Um, but his use is insane. Like I don't know how long he's gonna keep going. Only because you saw what happened to DeMarco Murray when he was on the Cowboys, and he fizzled the hell out like quickly after that. So I don't. Hopefully Derrick Henry can keep up his production and still be really good. But yeah, I have Derrick Henry at two for obvious reasons.
Um, I mean, I'll follow it up with uh. Wait, who'd you have at third? I'm sorry, or did you not say that yet?
Oh, third I have Lamar Jackson, aka Lamar B. No, 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 I'm kidding. Nick Chubb.
Okay,
Nick Chubb.
Okay.
okay, fair enough. I So mine is similar. I just went for the other Ohio team. I've got
Joe
Jonathan
Mixon.
Taylor, I've got Derrick Henry, and I've got Joe Mixon.
Okay, okay,
And May, I'm gonna let you say your list, but then I would like to talk about Derrick Henry for a second.
okay.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay, so I have the king at number. Listen, the king sits on his throne, stiff arming people into the freaking shadow realm, and I am. Listen, 2 and 3 can be whatever, and we can debate that because my next pick, y'all are gonna put me into flames. But for right now, I'm gonna be an honest man because I am, and I'm putting the king at number one because that's where he deserves. I don't care if he was out in a bubble. Derrick Henry is literally, he's a force to be reckoned with. Okay, I'm not going to explain anything further because it's just what it is. Number two, I have Christian McCaffrey.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh
And
Oh
no.
listen,
no.
listen,
Okay, okay,
listen.
fine, fine, fine.
If you're basing this simply off of a bubble and an explosive factor, listen, yeah, he got injured. Was it the game against the Pats that he got injured this season? I can't remember what game he
Devo's
got.
better.
Yeah, but basically, if we're talking about in a bubble, and not even because he can also like Debo, he can be a receiver, but like just off of explosiveness, being a running back alone, I put him at two, and then Jonathan Taylor I have at three, because
That's
there's no
fair
way
enough.
I'm not gonna put Jonathan Taylor on. If I don't put him on the list, I'm done.
Okay, all right.
That's fair enough.
Jack, what
Okay,
is your
so
quick
putting
remark about?
McCaffrey aside, for Derrick Henry, um, so Derrick Henry is just under 1,500 touches for his career, 1,400 of those being carries. And especially for a physical running back like Derrick Henry, I think the number that's typically thrown out there is 1,800 touches before running backs fall off a cliff production wise. Like, I forget if that's like changed recently and it's around 1,500 because intuitively it feels like around 1,500 where after that point you're like rushing yards over expected or whatever you're talking about for a running back drops down and they can still get production if they're force fed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk about guys like I'm pretty sure Zeke Elliott is past there now, and you can tell that he's really lost a lot of what made him initially like productive. Um, a lot of running backs that have been around for a while, you can clearly see where they stop doing better than your average running back would be expected to on a carry. Um, and especially with the injury coming off of like a foot injury that requires like plates in his feet and stuff, I I just feel like he's coming towards the wrong end of that. He's had his two lights out years that running backs have, with 300 and 380 carries in them, right? He won Offensive Player of the Year last year, right? Like he's had his two great seasons that running backs get, and I feel like, as sad as it is, I think that that's gonna be pretty much it for him. Like he's gonna keep playing and he's gonna keep being a unit strength wise, but I don't think that he's gonna be the same Derrick Henry that we would come to expect after the last few seasons.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
saying essentially he's going to go from an absolute unit to a unit.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't think that just a unit sets him apart from other NFL running backs terribly much.
Yeah.
Okay, but he does it. He does have the size factor. Keep that in mind.
He does. He is
He's
a thick
big-ass
boy
dude.
in the nicest, best way possible. I love Derrick Henry. I'm nervous with him having played as much as he has. Yeah, I mean, Zeke Elliott is at 1,900 touches in his career. And you can tell, especially like this year and sort of last year, that he has been doing much worse productivity-wise.
Yeah.
And he's still getting touches, but he's not getting as much. I mean, you've had Tony Pollard come in and play better than him at the same position.
Yeah.
Which is just one of the realities of playing running back in the NFL, is that your career just doesn't last long. And I'm not ready to let go of Derrick Henry, but I think that it's going to happen this year.
I'll agree with that because like it's not like running backs like 80s and 90s lasted forever unless you got like severely injured and
Somehow.
you got like a
Probably
career-ending
cocaine.
injury. But like now it's just running backs don't last long at all.
And keep in mind, I still have Henry at 2. I just,
Yeah.
like, I want him to still be Derrick Henry. Like, I love watching him play football.
Yeah.
But I just, I don't see it continuing in the same way it has.